Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go, get.
Fournette running right. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
15.
From midfield, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Come on, 44's Mike. Check. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Fournette, a first down carry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Let's go. Let's go.
He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5.
Let's go.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready. You draw quarters.
Bring it.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Washington. And 44 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
58, boy, 58.
Hey, Charlie.
Darnold from the gun. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, lock it.
They'll try to right side here with Fournette. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No. 6'6", pull it high.
On second down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Get it.
On play action, Lock. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go 50 extra money. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
No, lady.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 70 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, G.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Here we go. 30 base.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Snap.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Locke now,
10
6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Ready.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
General West.
57, Mike 57. Check.
Hard.
Check 3.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On the ready.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Exit.
53, Mike. Check. 53, Mike.
Back to throw, Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's a definite...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Block off of play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Quick grip.
They fake the handoff, now lock. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, fellas.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now, it's Johnson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. It's caught. Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And the Redskin 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls in down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
To throw is Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Here's Darnold. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
You bet. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Now Darnold. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 21 yards there on third down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Block now. 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Fournette fighting. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Ready, break. Topper, topper.
We got this. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Ready, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Darnold. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Darnold from the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kerryon Johnson. 34 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, seam 6.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They look to throw. It's Locke. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Takes this to the 45, not much space after that broken tackle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Johnson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Results in a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with a big bank for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Redskins, not much to complain about.